Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft Java video. Today we're going to take a look at Lunar Client versus a boosted FPS Modpack. Now recently I did do a video of Lunar Client versus OptiFine, and I wanted to take a look at the FPS I can get with Lunar Client and the FPS I can get with the regular OptiFine mod. Now Lunar Client does come with OptiFine included, but it also has its own performance-based mods. So I wanted to see if Lunar Client does actually give us that slight edge over the regular OptiFine, and as you guys have seen from my previous video, it was able to give a slightly better FPS with Lunar Client compared to the regular OptiFine, and this was all on Minecraft Java Edition version 1.18.1. And someone asked me to do a comparison video of Lunar Client versus my boosted FPS mod pack, which is available to download from the CurseForge website as of now. And if you guys want to take a look at that mod pack, it should also be able to give you some nice performance in your game. Now, Lunar Client, because it is based on OptiFine, and the boosted FPS mod pack is actually based on fabric-based performance mods like Sodium, Sodium Extra, Starlight, and Lithium. It should be an interesting comparison to see. So technically, this is going to be a OptiFine versus Sodium type of comparison. So let's go ahead and actually jump into Lunar Client first of all. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Lunar Client is using OptiFine as well as its own performance-based enhancements. Now let's go into the Minecraft settings, and what I've done is I've actually changed all of these settings to match with the boosted FPS mod pack. And the reason I've done that is because the boosted FPS mod pack is actually designed to try and give us as much FPS as possible. So I've actually gone ahead and turned down all of my settings this time round. So as you guys can see, I've changed the render distance to 6, simulation distance to 5, and I've done the same thing for the detail section. I've turned most of the options here to off or to the lower sliders, turned all of the animations to off as well. If we go into the quality section, as you guys can see, I've turned most of this stuff off and put all of the sliders to the left hand side, which basically turns everything off as well. I've also gone ahead and enabled the performance options here. As you guys can see, Lunar Client has its own performance-based enhancements as well. So let's go into the settings and click on performance here. So as you guys can see, these are some of the settings which we can enable to try and give ourselves more FPS in our game. So let's actually go back and load a game and start playing this world, which I've been using to test out my FPS. Let's see how much FPS we can get with Lunar Client, and then we can compare it versus the boosted FPS mod pack and see what kind of FPS we can get with that one as well. And this is all on Minecraft Java Edition version 1.18.1. Alright, so the game is now loaded up, and as you guys can see in the top right corner there, I do have the FPS counter. Now, as per the FPS counter right now, it is showing me 1850 FPS there, slightly jumping more than 1860, getting close to 1870, but I would say on average I would call that as 1860 FPS. Using the Lunar Client with its own performance enhancements and OptiFine's performance mod as well. We can now go ahead and compare this with the boosted FPS mod pack and see how much FPS I can get with that, whether I'll get more FPS than that or will it be lower. Now I can go ahead and launch the boosted FPS mod pack. Now for those of you who have never used the boosted FPS mod pack, it's really simple. All you need to do is just install the CurseForge client. As you guys can see, I've got it open here. Search for Gamer Potion in the search bar there, or you can actually search for boosted FPS. As you guys can see, if you search for Gamer Potion, it's actually going to bring up all of the mod packs which I've created, and then all you need to do is just click on the button here that says install, and then if we go back to the My Mod Pack section, you will be able to play it from there. So let's click on play and launch the boosted FPS mod pack. Alright, so we are now inside the game with the boosted FPS mod pack loaded through the CurseForge launcher. Let's go ahead and launch the same world I was using with the Lunar Client and see what kind of FPS I can get inside my game. Alright, so we are now back inside the game with the boosted FPS mod pack, and as you guys can see, the FPS is actually quite similar to what we were getting with the Lunar Client as well. So it is actually going up to 1900, but it is actually dropping down to 1820. So I would say it is actually on the same wavelength as the FPS I was getting with the Lunar Client as well. but hopefully that should give you some nice FPS gains inside your game. If you guys have enjoyed the video, do leave us a like, and also let me know in the comment section below which one of these two gives you the better FPS. Do you get more FPS with Boosted FPS Mod Pack, or do you get better FPS with the Lunar Client? If you have any other queries or comments about using the Boosted FPS Mod Pack or Lunar Client, please do leave them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to try and help you guys out. And also, please do subscribe to this channel to help support it, help it grow, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.